Bringing up the subject of divorce is likely going to be one of the most difficult conversations you're ever going to have. But before you even utter the word divorce to your spouse, Cordell Cordell family law attorney Alison Morriss recommends making absolutely sure that this is something you want. Once you are certain that divorce is the path forward, Morriss recommends meeting with a family law attorney before bringing up the conversation with your wife.
So I do recommend that people talk to an attorney before they actually do have that conversation. You want to know your legal rights. You want to know what you can or cannot do, and get some recommendations on what you should specifically say. Sometimes strategically, it's much more beneficial to file for divorce before you have that conversation. We can control filing and then control when your spouse is actually served with paperwork. So it may not be something where if you don't want them to be aware that you're filing for divorce by the filing process, you can tell them, you can have that conversation and broach that subject first, but maybe we need to file first to get some protections in there, lay down some status quo guidelines for you both, and then you're ready to have that conversation.
Once you're prepared to have the discussion about divorce with your wife, you want to make sure you do it at a time when your children are not around and you're both free from distractions. You also want to make sure that the tone of the conversation remains rational and calm.
The biggest advice I can give you about approaching this conversation is to keep in mind that it's wonderful to have this conversation if it can be productive. But if your conversation is not moving in a productive manner, if you are immediately you start fighting and you're not getting anywhere and it becomes insults between the two of you rather than discussing how this is going to happen, maybe how you're going to separate or how you're going to handle things with the kids or finances. If you're not doing that, maybe you need to step back right away and try to have the conversation later after things cool down.
For more divorce tips, check out DadsDivorce.com. That'll do it for another episode of Dad's Divorce Live. I'm Sean Garrison, editor of DadsDivorce.com. Thank you for watching.